Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of COVID Sessions here in Rosemead, California. My name is Alejandro de la Torre, and we are back. Yes, we are back. But today I'm here with my friend E. Insert crickets. That's right, because he's not here. The guy is busy. He got a lot of stuff to do today, but he's coming back tomorrow. I'm here by myself today. And today, why? Because we have a very, very special guest today. We're going to go all the way across to the East Coast. We're going to Florida. Yes, that's right, Florida. And as many of you know now, COVID and a lot of stuff that's happening now has stopped a lot of things, a lot of work, a lot of productions, and a lot of congresses. Now, a lot of congresses have stopped, and there's a lot of events that are not happening, even outside of our world, too. Sporting events, big group gatherings, those are no longer in play right now until things are happening. But there is some hope. There's some guys out there who are making work happen. And this young man, Mr. Christian Sola from Florida, is here to talk to us today. He is hopefully trying to have an event. He's also been involved in the scene for quite a bit of time, too. So this is my first time engaging with him on a face-to-face thing, but I've talked to him pretty much on computer all day. So let's go ahead and welcome Mr. Christian.
How's it going, guys? Thank you so much for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, Bobby, good to see you, bro. Yeah, man, thank you so much, bro. I'm excited to hear what's going on with you, bro. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and well, one, you live in Florida, and two, like what you're doing out there is pretty cool, man. So how's everything going with you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess the whole country is obviously, and the world itself is affected by it. So we're trying our best to do as much as we can. There is a lot of restrictions, and obviously, things are stopped for the most part. There's not really that many classes going on. Most people doing virtual stuff, which I'm sure we'll get into it later. But as far as like events, we just started doing some stuff, but then the
Oh,
restrictions the restrictions just kind of put us back to square one. So we're somewhere in the limbo right now, waiting to see what's going to happen. Obviously, safety and all that is more important. So kind of stuck, but positive and staying optimistic, I guess is the best way to say it.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. A lot of us here can't do anything like that. We can't do events. We can't do a lot of things. But obviously, in the East Coast, you guys have your own different perspective of thinkings. How is everything with you outside of what you're doing? What do you keep yourself busy with? What kind of stuff you doing during the day?
Hey, I mean, at this point, I might get into like gardening or something and work on the yard or something because it's. I mean, I can honestly say that there was, as a lot of people out there, there was about a month and a half, 2 months when the big lockdown was happening, that there was no gym,
Right.
nothing. That it was tough. It was really tough. But ever since the gym opened, at least I can get out of the house to do the gym. My life right now, it's gym, grocery shopping, and that's about it. And some meetings,
Damn.
some meetings here and there, and I have a couple of close people that I can see maybe once every two
Right.
weeks or something like that, but
Right.
not a lot, not a lot. I mean, no bars, no
Well, at
meetings,
least
no
you
socials, yeah, nothing really, no
Well, at least you
classes.
have the gym. At least we don't have the gym here no more.
Oh,
We're trying
really?
to,
Wow,
yeah. California's turned into the worst area right now, so we're doing
wow.
we're leading the way, kicking everybody's ass with all the problems. And right now we don't have any dancing. There's nothing going on right now. A lot of the events that were happening here are all pretty much gone, and the most
Yep.
people are doing stuff online. What are you doing online? What kind of stuff are you working with right now?
It's funny that you asked me that, which I was having a conversation with a friend of mine in Spain, Carla Capo. You may or may not know her, but we were talking about the whole virtual thing and how it got really blown out of proportion with so many people doing it. You know, I believe in the online stuff. I've done this for a very long time before any type of pandemic. There's clients that simply don't live in your area and they want to pay you to do some virtual coaching, or whether that is through
Right.
Skype or things like that. And so I've done that, over the years. And there's also coaching for myself that I've paid people, to train me
Wonderful.
in certain things. But during this, we have mixed feelings. I think it was cool to see, even outside of dance, people doing things for free. Like some of the artists, like Romeo Santos, did a little small concert for free, and some other
Right.
artists. And then in dance, people giving out like a shine for free, and that was cool. But at the same time, when it got blown out of proportion, that's when the conversation started among some of the artists in the industry, where we're like, if you give too much for free, then it becomes something like you're devaluing your
Yes.
work. You're devaluing what your art is worth. People are going to get used to that. As it is, before this whole thing happened, a lot of people have trouble paying $10, to go and take a class, which is very sad when you see ballroom people that are spending thousands of dollars every month,
Oh
in
yes,
order to be
man,
trained. And so
man.
ballet dancers, they spend a lot of money. Hip hop dancers pay a lot of money, and in the Latin dance scene, you ask people $10, and it's like, man, $10, that's a lot. And so it's hard to see now that we're going to give it for free and see how that will affect it moving forward. So I agree with the idea. It's cool to
Right,
to do some
right.
stuff for free. I definitely agree with people taking their whole business online. That's fine. As long as you're
Well,
providing certain things and you're providing value and you're doing it the right way. It's not like, hey, here's a pattern. Good luck. But if you're breaking things down, if you're taking an hour long of explaining, sure, that's great, and you get money for that. That's awesome. But yeah, there has to be a balance and it has to be properly done. That's the best way to answer it. I haven't done anything during this pandemic. I've taken my time more to, I guess, work on myself, get better
oh,
at
that's
many things,
good.
and
Okay, right
train, and,
on.
and things like that.
Shoo. Me
And that's
time.
me time. Yeah, me
Me
time.
time, bro. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, if you really think about it, most people who have been active in the festival scene, in the traveling scene, you don't have that type of time to really
No.
be at home. You're
Yep.
always moving around. There's always something going on. And at the end of the day, how much time do you actually have to really work on yourself? And it's really good because now it's really forcing everyone to stay home, come up with new things, plan out new
Right.
situations. And online, of course, the big transition now. There was some gentleman the other day was making this post, and this is very true because when we didn't use online, people were being negative about it, and
Hmm.
now you have to use it. It's the new wave, and
Right.
to be honest with you, it's like you just said right now. It's a very good point. When you put your business online, you can make some money while
Sure.
you're doing nothing right now. And a lot of people have obviously suffered from this stuff. Myself too. All the business I was doing throughout the year, the clubs, everything, that went to a dramatic big stop, and I don't see it coming back right now. So coming to the question that I'm pretty sure people want to know about what's going on with you, you're priming to host a festival, huh? The Unity Dance Festival, right?
Correct. Yep.
So what are your plans with that?
Well, actually, before I answer that, can you send me the link? I haven't shared the link on Facebook. I would like to share it on Facebook. I don't know if you have it available or we just gonna post it later. How's it gonna work?
If you want me to send you the link, yeah, just go to my page. Go to
Okay.
the front of my page right there, and you can just find us. We should be live there and share it from there so everyone can see it.
Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go.
Do it
So
because
I just
I'm pretty
click.
sure everybody wants to know what's going on. I think there's only like a few of you guys right now who are really pushing to bring out events, and a lot of people who I speak to in the scene, they're very skeptical about those right now. This weekend was supposed to be the Phoenix Salsa, which is the festival. We're supposed to be there, and it's no longer there, man. So right now, who knows what's going on?
Yeah. So yeah, no, it is definitely. I think. Like I really appreciated earlier when you sent me the overview of what we were going to do, and you explained the fact that it was going to be more of a positive approach.
Yes, yes,
Obviously, people get intense and people get emotional when it comes to
right,
to a lot of things. And so with this business, I think the disconnect that happens and why people immediately get defensive is because they see it as people trying to profit and make money out of
right,
people, and there's a situation where it's a serious situation, and people shouldn't be worrying about, hey, I want to make money even if people are in trouble or getting sick or whatever. And so I
right,
think that's where that personal aspect comes in, and I agree with that. I'm I for me, and I think I, um, to be honest, there will be some people, I think, that would be probably just worrying about making money. Maybe not because they're evil or anything like that, but perhaps maybe
right.
they have bills, they have kids,
Well,
they have a
no, that's their
family.
job.
That's their
This was
job.
people. Yeah, this was people's
This is what they
jobs.
do. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So if you're a cashier, if you're a secretary, if you are a lawyer, that's your job. Some people, their job
yeah,
is entertainment, and if your
right,
entertainment job is taken away, you don't have a way to make money. And so there's that aspect, and then there's people that really want to do this because they want to make sure that people understand that there's an aspect of entertainment that is not just fun and partying and getting drunk and having a good time. There's
Right.
the aspect that people need. Life needs entertainment, whether
Right.
that is
Right. Right.
music,
Right.
whether that means theater, whether that means a concert. People
Right.
need that to be mentally healthy and things like that. And so there's that balance of trying to create, and there's obviously debates about that. So to answer your question about us, yes, I intend to do this, but only, as I've said in my videos when I make the announcement, only if we get to a point that it's considerably safe by the government and the CDC and things like that, and we have the measures in place and a way to do it responsibly. Then yes, we will move forward with it. It is in September, so that's Labor Day weekend. It's not really that far away,
Well, hold
but
on,
but,
hold
but
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You're from Florida, dog. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
those people will let you do anything right now.
Oh no, no.
So
So, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
they're
So to
I
answer
mean,
the
to most people, Florida is so relaxed, and I'm in California right now, so we're no different. Okay, very honest with you. All right,
right, right, right,
I'm not trying to nitpick at you, but I'm trying to be realistic with you because you guys have a lot of regulational issues that we don't.
right.
So what makes people want to trust going to an event in Florida if like what they're representing right now is not as positive? Because like even in California, we are bad, bro. Do you guys have the same problem in Florida with like house parties and stuff?
I mean, I haven't.
You haven't
To be
heard
honest,
anything?
yeah. To be honest, I'm not. I don't live in Facebook to find out what's going on
But you're
gossip
in the
wise or anything
scene.
like that.
You're okay. You're not. They're not. See, even in the
I'm just.
scene.
No, yeah, yeah. But I'm saying this because everybody that knows me knows I'm awake 24/7. People make fun of me that I don't
Oh
sleep. That's number
shit.
one. Number two, people say that
Damn.
I'm on Facebook 24 hours. That's true. But I'm on Facebook and social media for business.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you're
not paying
working.
attention.
Hey man,
I'm
no
not paying
problem
attention
with that,
to,
bro.
yeah, hey, who's hosting a party? What's the drama going on tomorrow and the dancing?
Right.
I'm not paying
Right.
attention to that. So I don't know of any problems per se. I haven't heard
Right.
anything dramatic going on. I know that the studios and all the companies have stopped doing everything. There's classes going on when they started doing with the mask mandate. They were
Right.
starting to
Right.
do some
Right.
classes and things like that. Social started when they opened the doors in Florida, but then they stopped
Correct.
again.
Correct.
So that's all I know. As far as like regulations, to answer your question, you're right. I mean, as of right now, if I wanted to host an event tomorrow,
You can't.
we could host an event at a hotel tomorrow. It will be 50% capacity. It will have to require mask indoors for everybody and
Nice. All right. All
social
right.
distancing the entire time. Those are the official laws right now in Florida. Um, do I want to host an event with mask and 6 feet away and all of that? Not really. It's just
Okay. Okay.
my personal opinion. I rather not do the event like everybody else and just do it
Right.
next year. I don't have a need to do the event. I don't need to make money to do the
Right.
event.
Right.
This
Right.
year, I don't need the stress to do
Hey.
the event right now,
Hey.
and the
Hey.
drama and all of that. So that's why I'm only gonna do it if it's gonna be a positive vibe,
That's
and
good.
it is gonna be done the right way. People come together. If that means 200 people instead of 1,500 like we had before, cool. If that means 1,500 people, I don't think that's possible. I mean,
Right. Right.
the venue is 60,000 square footage, so it is there's space for that. But we probably people are not going to show up that many. So I don't need to
Everyone's
do it for that
scared
reason.
right now. I think everyone's scared, bro. And I think
I mean,
I think only the diehards would go. And then think about it, the diehards, and especially like the traveling ones. Congresses always have traveling people who go. Florida is big for traveling to events. I've seen all the videos,
sure.
Batateando, all those. They're great, right? George has great events over there too. But right
Hmm.
now, I think the bulk of traveling is probably not going to happen because one, flying is difficult. You have to get into this small little incubated room. Who's going to
Right.
want to go to Florida when you guys are crazy over there? Who's going to want to come to California when it's the same thing? Phoenix too had this big spike and everything that's going on. People are really scared. I mean, to me personally, as a promoter, I think you're putting yourself at risk. So
Right.
one of the things I always ask a promoter is, well, you can do liability forms and things like that too.
Yeah, I mean that's a good
Yeah,
question. I mean,
yeah, you're
that's
right.
I think I mean that's an easy thing to do. We do have a liability form already. When people sign up for the full pass, there's a liability form there that discuss certain things. Obviously, a pandemic is not in there as of yet, because we didn't have this before, but
Right.
it could be easily added into
Yeah.
that.
I think it's the
And
only
then
way. Yeah.
yeah, and then obviously it doesn't hurt. Obviously, we always, at least ourselves, we always have insurance for the events, and we have all these different things that are covered with it. But like I mean, just to kind of address what you're saying, you're right that there is a lot of people that are scared. Hence, why the media it's also over proportionate out there and focusing on only the
Right.
hysteria and things like that. There's a difference between people that deny that there's a virus. That's one side of people. Then there's the people that think that there's a hoax and Bill Gates created it, and there's some sort of like 5G towers. There's those
I,
people. Then there's
yeah.
the people that are completely scared about it. They think people are dying left and right every day. And then
Right.
there is somebody that is somewhere in the middle, which that's where I am.
Right.
I since February, I have not watched the news. That's just not my focus. I don't
That's
care
good.
about what
That's
the news
good.
have to
That's
say.
good.
I go since February. I go to the CDC website every day. I look at the stats. Just look at the numbers. Okay, how many people are dying? All right.
Right.
How many cases are there? What is the percentage based on the population that is going on in the world? Just facts. That's it. I just look at the facts. I do the math, and I look at that and address my situation. And because of that, then I make my decisions. I'm not
It's
going
good.
out there and spending all day outside meeting people. I am using sanitizer on a regular basis. When they require a mask, I wear the mask. Those things are basic stuff that is easy. It doesn't really bother. It doesn't really like change your lives every day. But at the same time, like you're saying, Florida's crazy, California's crazy. Well, that's
We
also
are right. We are right now. There's a lot of personal responsibility that we're not taking, and I know you
right,
yourself have to be aware of this as taking the responsibility as a promoter,
right.
a leader in your scene. So right now, let me ask you this question: what do you think the sentiment is in your scene right now? How do you think people around your area are feeling to actually get back into this? I know for myself here personally, there's a bit of a split. So this is why I even asked you about the house party thing, because one of the problems we have here personally is that there's a lot of house parties. But I mean, how is it over there for your end?
I think it's more, if I have to put a percentage, that is probably not going to be completely accurate. But if I have to guess, I will say probably 60-40 split. It's not 50-50. There's a little bit more. There's a
Wow,
little bit. It's a
damn.
little bit more people that. But it's also because we live here. When you look at the media saying Florida is chaotic. Now we have.
This is a
I don't
good
know.
question. Look, this
I
is a
don't
good
know.
question. Look,
It's
look.
like
Somebody asked a question. What about the people that had been sick? So that's a good question. So how would you deal with that? Like an organizer, you're gonna have to deal with people who probably had COVID already.
sure.
Like how would you address something like that? That's a good question that someone asked.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to, once we get to the point that if we are holding the event, again, it's not
Right,
100%
it's
confirmed right
hypothetical.
now,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, we don't know. But if once we get to that moment, we will definitely present to everybody all the guidelines, how it's going to work out, the procedures, the
Nice.
protocol, all of that. Of course, that needs to happen. It's not going to be, hey, we're going to have a party. Let's have 60 workshops with everybody changing partners and all over each other.
Ah,
No, it's not going to be
don't
that.
bring me back, bro. Don't make me cry right now.
So, but it's definitely, we have to be realistic. It's not going to be that. There has to be a procedure. And
That's
I don't
good.
think, I think it's too early to discuss all of that right now. I don't think that's relevant right now. What's more
Well,
important
the
is,
people are gonna want to plan though, bro. People are gonna look
oh
at
yeah,
you
yeah,
for this responsibility, and
yeah,
eventually something has to be out and let go. I know you're looking to release your dates and stuff soon,
Mhm.
so I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna want to know something about that. The last time we had Brandon on here, he was just like you. He waited, and then he did release some information. So I hope you're gonna do that because everyone right now is desperate to go to an event, and
yeah.
if you are successful to do this, you and I think the guy from San Francisco, if you guys can do it well and do it, I encourage you to do it, but know
Yep.
the risk, bro, because
Yeah.
you're putting yourself in a big risk because then you also put others in a risk. And I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure everyone who's watching your videos are going to be asking you these questions. It's good to hear that you're actually doing the responsibilities. Are you an anti-masker? Because you said earlier you're not a big fan of the
No,
mask.
no, 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 no. I didn't say I wasn't a fan. I just said that places that require the mask, I wear them. I'm saying
Wonderful.
if I'm hosting my festival, if the city has a mandate to do the mask, like it's mandated, you have to wear a
Right.
mask, then I just prefer not to do the festival. I
Yeah, then
prefer
don't do the event. That's cool.
yeah. So I'm not saying, oh, forget about the mask, just do whatever you want.
Practice
No, no,
makes.
no, 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 no. I don't want to. That I think that's a bad approach. I'm just saying that,
Yeah, man.
like right now, if I wanted to host an event, I can host an event
Damn,
with
you
no
guys can
alcohol,
really
no,
do that
no.
right now?
Yeah. You can have so
Fuck.
there's places in Florida that so the limitations right now are mask mandate indoors, number one, and number two, no alcohol sales at any nightclub or lounge or anything like that. You can sell alcohol at a restaurant. So then there's lounges and clubs that are selling food, so they can go ahead and sell alcohol. So now
That's
they resolve the situation. Yeah. So now
insane.
the mask is still mandated, and almost every county has implemented some sort of fines and problems
Yeah.
if people don't wear the mask. So they created a task force and they're checking those things. So there's the city has made some
Wait.
rules.
We have a task force for
Yeah,
mask?
yeah. So they
Damn.
as of last week they created the mayor of Orlando and like four other counties. They
No
created certain task
way.
force to, and they have penalized clubs. Like there was a club
Oh, yeah.
in by UCF, which is one of our major colleges in Orlando. They had a club that was not following any guidelines. They were just
Damn.
cramping, 300, 400 students, partying and drinking and all that. And then they shut down the whole place. They took away the license for alcohol, you know. So,
Whoa.
the city is doing the right thing. Like I said, when you live here, you get to see what's really going on. From the outsiders.
Right.
Oh, Florida's dying. People are imagining there's zombies running
Everyone's
around.
everyone. Fuck
Like
you.
no, that's not happening. But people, yes, there are cases. There are many cases that are being predicted. Florida does have high cases. That's true. And those are
Right.
factual information. Are people dying because of those cases? No. Have we seen a spike on major deaths? No. Did we see anything from the protests that happened weeks ago that we had tens of thousands of people in Florida all together mashing up against each other, coughing and sniffing? Did we see a lot of people die? No. But there's still a lot of cases.
Cases.
And we have to
Hospitals
take
get full.
precautions.
Yeah, the hospitals are full. I watched the mayor
Yep.
speak. The hospitals get full. We don't
Yep.
want to kill our medical professionals. A lot of the stuff
Yep.
goes down. You are completely right. Mortality rate is going down. People are still dying. There's still a lot of concern. So not everyone right now is too eager to get back into that. So I mean, so hearing what you're telling me right now and the way that the East Coast is handling this, obviously you guys are not like in New York now. Those guys are doing the best.
Mhm.
But Floridians obviously know what's going on. Do you
Yep.
feel that a lot of the stuff that has to deal with what's going on in the state, like I guess politically wise, is transferring into your dance scene? Do you
Oh
feel that
yeah.
it's shifting that perspective? I don't want to talk about politics, but I'm pretty sure that there is that sentiment over there because here too as well, they don't like the governor. They're calling for his recalls. How is it over there with that in Florida?
It's the same thing. I think nationwide, not just California and Florida, but obviously for, and I'm not a political person like that either
Right,
myself, but I know the basics. Obviously California and Florida are big states that are important in elections. Both of
right.
those, and so therefore there is an influence that has to do with that. So in Florida, a lot of people criticize the governor for almost representing himself as in somebody that doesn't care and he's just trying
Yeah.
to move forward and do whatever he wants and all that. And I agree with the sentiment again because there are certain actions and the way people communicate certain things that come off, the wrong
Right,
way.
man. Yeah, bro.
I'm guilty of that myself. A lot of people love me, a lot of
Me
people hate
here too.
me.
Me here too. I
So
get you.
yeah,
I don't disagree with you. But right
yeah.
now,
So
the thing is this: people are gonna start asking you about your event, man. So now Florida's gonna have some answers, bro.
yeah. No, it's so I think politics have affected the way they've done the scene, the in general. I think now the medical professionals and the health department experts have taken over a little bit more over politics. Like
Right.
just the other day we saw Donald Trump wearing a mask, and
Yeah,
things like
now
that. And so
finally, right?
right, so
So,
so I think there's a different approach, and I think it's a positive thing.
right.
Many countries and even states, even New York, as an example you mentioned earlier, have literally made a big difference within a week or two,
Yeah,
by
bro.
just following
For
just by
sure.
following certain things. So that's why I put a tentative date for me to announce and make a decision. I originally said it's going to be by this weekend. We're going to make a decision internally and then make an announcement by next week. That's kind of like our
Cool.
approach. We feel that 30 days, anything less than 30 days is just not worth
No,
my
no, you have to,
stress.
you have to give
Yeah.
time. Who's gonna go to your event in 30 days? It's just
Yeah.
your local
Yeah.
community
Well,
that's gonna
no,
be the
well,
big push, you know?
yeah, not even that, but also internally, us to put an event together.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Right now we have the resort is all set. Obviously, my artists are on board. We have our part pretty much done, but it's still there's a lot to do. For those people that do
Oh
events, there's
man,
a
yeah,
lot to
yeah,
do,
yeah, yeah. You're
and,
that's
and
local.
so
I'm gonna tell you right now. You look crazy, but mad respect, man. I have to give it to you on that one. And if you're gonna try to make this happen, I'm glad that you understand your precautionary things. I'm glad
yep.
you understand your risk, and I hope people who are hearing this young man is gonna try to give you what he can do his best on. So just get let's close this out. Give me basically like a final outro. Tell the people what you expect to happen, and that's it.
Yeah, I think our purpose of even trying to do this, like I said earlier, it has nothing to do with ego or money or profits or anything like that. Most of these events on regular circumstances don't even make money. Even without pandemics, typically these events, a lot of
Uh-huh.
it. If you look at, let's say, there's 50 events in the United States, maybe 10 make money. And that's the truth. So
Takes them
so
years.
is
Yeah.
so with this, with this particular instance, it's definitely not about money. And it's not about showing people, oh, I did it. Nobody else could. I did it.
Right, right,
Trust me
right.
that at this point, after 10 years, and it's my 10-year anniversary for the event,
Right.
I'd rather say, let me relax this year. Everybody is canceled at this point. I can wait till
Yeah.
next year and then do
That's
it
smart.
comfortably.
Good.
So if I do it, it's really mostly because people do need this.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of people that don't understand, and could be another video for a different day. Mental health,
Yeah, man.
being for a lot of people, this is what they do in order to stay mentally healthy. That's it. And some people, that is simply going to a class on a weekly basis on a Wednesday, and then they
Right.
go home. I know plenty of wives and plenty of husbands that they need to do one class a week just to stay healthy. That's it.
That's good.
Some people do
That's
private
good,
lessons,
bro. That's good.
and a lot of people watching this, they know this. A lot of people do private lessons with you as a client because that's their therapy. They don't go to a
Right.
psychologist. They just want to spend 1 hour with you talking
That is
about their
very true.
problems,
Yeah.
and they want somebody to listen. And so
Yeah, man.
our arts and entertainment, it's way bigger than partying and drinking. And don't get me wrong, I party. I'm a party animal. I love to drink. I love to meet people. I love to have a good time. But
Same as me.
I also value what we do in this industry that is way
It's good,
bigger than
man.
that. So I think if we do this, if we have the implementation, if we have the protocols in place, and I think people will be very surprised and very happy with what we have planned in terms of how we're going to run the event, the different format that we're trying to do. If we do all that, it will be for a good reason. And if we get 100 people, we're cool with that. If we get
Wonderful.
1,000 people, great. We don't care. It's
Wonderful,
really
man.
more about putting something together. So that's all I can say about that.
All right on. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your patience and what you're doing. And
Yes, sir.
I wish you the best, man. Because right now,
Yeah, no, thank you.
not many of us are working no more right now, man. If you guys are holding up the steam, then please make it happen. Everyone understand that if you're gonna go to one of these risks, understand what's going on because everyone,
Yep.
including Christian, is taking a risk. So guys, be ready to sign some forms and wear those masks and stay away from each other. But thank you so much for your time, bro, and hope you do well, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate your time. Take
Oh
care.
my, you too, bro. Be safe, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao. Awesome. That's wonderful to see people are still trying to make this happen. These events are very important for the community, for your mental health, dances, therapy. Please understand, guys, that people who are doing these events now are putting themselves at risk too for making these events happen and trying to do this for the community. So show them some love, show some appreciation. If you have questions, reach out to them. Try not to be negative. Ask them directly if anything else it is needed for your safety or for what even you can suggest to them, because what they're doing for the community is important also for just in general health. Now, my little final thoughts, boom, boom, boom. All right, so most of you guys are current with what's going on in life and the events. You should be watching what's going on with our politics and everything else too. One of the things that I think is freaking hilarious as shit is what's going on right now with the policing from the federal government that is coming into the cities. So, how does this freaking administration have enough time to organize police basically coming like the freaking Gestapo type of shit, right? Organized to come and help you solve these problems of crime and everything else. I think it's totally sad that these guys are doing this in comparison to setting up national testing and tracing and stuff that can actually help us get past the pandemic issue. But hey, you know how shit goes. Whatever. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Tomorrow we're gonna be here with Jorge Martinez from Mexico and Maria, this amazing couple. They are doing so well. They experienced a really big earthquake, and also I'm gonna ask them about what's going on with COVID. Special guest on Saturday confirmed infectious disease doctor from about multiple hospitals in LA. Her name is Gisela. Amazing woman. I'll give you all the breakdown tomorrow. That's on Saturday. We're taking Friday off. See you then, guys.